Hi, my name is Sean Egan. I'm the business manager of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local Union 275 here in West Michigan. I'm reaching out to you today to answer some questions that I've received recently from some of your fellow co-workers regarding the IBEW, forming the union, and organizing Circuit Electric. I wanted to talk with you too briefly about the mandatory meeting that you had on June 20th regarding wages, hours, and working conditions. As you know, you came together as a group that morning to discuss these issues with your employer and were made some promises on changes to paid time off, a tool allowance, and even some increased wages. The challenge is this handbook does not become a contract, and it says so specifically in there. With the IBEW, you do have an employment contract, and the employer is legally required to negotiate with you and follow the terms of this agreement, and you also have a grievance procedure should the terms be violated. So some of the questions I've received are, how do we form a union, and what do we do if Circuit says they won't join or recognize the union? Well, frankly, it's not their decision, it's yours. The law says specifically that when a showing of interest is made by employees, they can have a vote in an election, and if you win, the employer is required by law to negotiate with you over the terms and conditions of your employment. In order to do that, you have to start with what we call an authorization for representation card. This card is nothing more than a showing of interest by you, the employees of Circuit Electric, that you wish to be represented by the IBEW for the purposes of negotiating. It forms nothing more than that. In order for us to have an election at Circuit Electric, we have to have 30% or more of the employees that are hourly employees sign these cards in order to call for an election with the NLRB. One of the things that you'll hear quite often, and maybe some of you have seen this booklet that we've been passing around and be happy to get to you, called the Dirty Dozen, some of the things that your employer will say about trying to form a union. Included in this book is information on management says they will never sign a contract. Some of the things that you've seen. We actually have a nice little bingo card in the center so that we can have a little fun with this process, because most of the things that your employer is going to tell you are not correct. They can try to give their opinion or other information regarding their belief on forming a union or what a union brings, and they're going to make promises to you on other terms and conditions of employment. Well, like I said, without an employment contract, those don't mean anything. We also have a book for you called Know the Facts, Know Your Rights, that talks about some of your rights under the National Labor Relations Act, which is the act that authorizes you to form an organization or join a union to negotiate the terms and conditions of your employment. It's a very helpful book, and we'd be happy to get either of those to you. As you move forward in this process, recognize that many of your coworkers have already contacted the IBEW, and any questions that you may have, you can call me or anyone here at the local union at any time. It's your union, not my union. I'm an electrician also, and together we can make a difference. I appreciate your time and interest, and I look forward to hearing from you.